Well, if I don't have everything, now's the time we find out, and we'll fix it on the spot. So we are recording now, by the way. So yeah, he'll come into the office or studio. Olaf is sitting there in his usual, sports coat and tie and whatnot. You'll probably notice that every other week he's always had that one teal green element, but he's not wearing anything that has actual teal green. But what he does have is an old school number two pencil, and it is colored teal green, and he's got it stuck on his ear. Old school. And he's also got a stack of note cards on his desk. And you may be able to put together, if you remember from previous weeks, he doesn't have an intern. Like his intern quit, or maybe he just, his intern's time was up and he just never noticed. But he's definitely got the look on his face of a person who'd rather have any other sort of method in lieu of note cards. But without an intern, he's down to the old school system. And he'll obviously get you situated, and, a little bit of small talk here and there, kind of like what we were just doing. And then we'll get counted down, and the lights will dim and whatnot, and he'll start. He'll say, "Welcome back, Milk fans. Week 5 is upon us, meaning we are now just a tiny bit more than halfway through the regular season, and what a season it has been thus far. I'm even being told that the newest ratings of the various pilots and techs for each team has been completed, and some team members have even been elevated to higher tiers, which of course means more money in their pockets and an increase in the chances of them being drafted. But before we get going into our first match of the week, a few contractually obligated words brought to you by the fine people at Krieg Dominion Media, the Solaris Broadcasting Company, and who could forget the Donegal Media Group. I am Olaf Krieg, and this is the Triple Press, bringing all the mech news and matches that can fit in a digitized box ever since 3022. Our first match this week features first a team that has often found itself at the bottom of literally every roster and rating scheme known to man. But on one previous occasion, they have managed to prove their worth. This season, they started off, as one might expect, as the butt of every joke. But in the last couple of weeks, they've started their climb to glory. Who knows where it will end. Of course, I'm talking about the 2 wins and 2 losses Taurian Nationals. So let's hear it for them, and maybe some canned applause or something. I don't know. Our budget's going up slightly. Facing off against the Nationals is our very own 2-time Trinity Cup champions, one of 2 teams currently undefeated overall in the league. Now, I have to point out, in one of those matches, they did not lose, but they did not win either. The Davion Golden Suns. Joining me in studio for this matchup is none other than the Countess Skylar Hawk and Davion. Skylar, welcome, and how are you doing today?
Before she answers that, she probably just like rolled her eyes when you said that, just like took a swig that,
Totally rolls her eyes at the whole on a
yeah,
technicality.
yeah, technicality. Oh, Olaf, it's good to be back here as always. And, she'll take a, sip of her drink. It's probably something different this week. It's probably, oh, you know what it is? It's probably a primary beer. It's
There
probably
you
what
go.
it
Primary
is.
beer.
Yeah.
Brought to
Yeah.
you
It's
by
like,
the. But well, wait. Where's primary? Is that Whittington or is that in the periphery?
It I don't honestly know where it's from, Olaf. I think it's from some shithole near the periphery.
That totally fits.
Weddington,
It's 3025, so that totally checks
Wilmington.
out. The
I don't
Heroic
know. It's just
Heartlands.
yeah. It's an import. It's okay,
It's an import.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Skylar, it's good to see you good again. My first question is a bit straightforward, and I feel like we've talked about this once before, but perhaps it was off camera. So, for the viewers at home and abroad across the Innersphere, what can you tell us about your very own name, perhaps appearing on the roster as a certified pilot? After this last rating review, your team appears to be in good position for experienced pilots. Are you thinking contingency planning, perhaps?
Perhaps, but it's really more of a way that I can exact some, perhaps a little bit of what some people might call, vengeance upon the Cretan team. As my home planet of Quinton, was invaded a couple years ago, during the by the House Karita, and although there was only in their hands for a couple of months, there was a lot of damage done. Of course, a lot of property was done. We were displaced for a little bit, and as part of that, I uh, had my servants, train me in the ways of being a mech warrior, specifically so that I could come back here and hopefully give the Dragonborn a good stomping later in the season.
Don't mind me as I try not to have it obvious that I'm about to spray my cat. Well, it's
I
interesting
thought
that
Olaf was about to was about to spray Skylar when she goes off on a rant. If she goes off on a rant about the officials again, it's the water bottle.
That's so in character too. I don't think Olaf would do. I think he might like chuck a pencil at her or something. But no, actually, well, Skylar, it's funny. Your your response and your brief, we'll say, foray into some interplanetary politics is actually kind of tied into my next question. So thank you for the free segue there. The Taurian Nationals have been something of a streak. Have been on something of a streak these last couple of weeks. They are also a state-sponsored team from the Taurian Concordat, a nation with a long history of less than ideal opinions, and of course that's obviously the nice way to call it, but less than ideal opinions of House Davion and the Federated Suns. We know this comes up frequently here on Solaris, the literal melting pot of the inner sphere. But what do you think of this match we're about to watch? Will the Nationals present any problems regarding the Taurian and Fed Suns' animosity to each other, or will cooler heads prevail and present us with a wonderful but maintained match?
Well, I'm sure the Nationals will always want to try to, show up the obviously better team here. But as far as the Golden Suns are concerned, they are just so far down on our, list of teams that we feel are a threat. I mean, obviously, any list that you look at, the Golden Suns are going to be at the top. And as far as, who we think are, comparisons, of course, you can draw comparisons. I frequently target the Dragonborn, the Korean team, but there's also the Industrialists, and then we have the Spirits, and maybe down in fourth or fifth we might have the Nationals. I don't know, maybe the Debutants would outrank them, but they're more our allies now. It's just they're just so low on our radar. I really don't see a problem with the team tonight. But you never know. There's always surprises. Ammo explosions. Anything can happen. But I think between you and me, I think this one's pretty much in the bag.
Okay, fair enough. Well, on a similar note, next week is the previously unmentioned, unclassified, and unexplained Commanders Week matchup. And in this match, you'll be facing off against the Dover Crows, a team very closely in line with the Draconis Combine, as they are sponsored by the Luthien Armor Works. We know previously you've had some heated commentary for the Dragonborn and the Combine in general, perhaps rightfully so, as mentioned with Quentin. I believe that's the name of your homeworld.
Yes.
That was me, by the way. Olaf would know that he wouldn't have missed a beat on that. Me, on the other hand, I can't remember nothing. We know previously you've had some heated commentary, perhaps rightfully, since your homeworld was invaded by the Combine and the Wolves Dragoons. What kind of match should we expect next week? Will this also be a rivalry-based clashing, or another example of cooler heads?
No, that certainly would be an escalation of the rivalry. As you said, there's sort of I guess you could call them almost a satellite team of the Dragonborn. All the teams have their feeder teams. It goes like that in any sport. And certainly the Dover Crows are the shall we say the step brother of the Dragonborn team, let's say. So it would certainly be an opportunity for us to test our mettle going into the latter part of the season, which I think is what is it? Week 8 against the Dragonborn.
I
Yes, week
believe so,
8
yeah.
against the Dragonborn. So yeah, it will give us a chance to show what we're capable of against an associate team with the Dragonborn, and hopefully lead us to to dominate that team in week 8.
Well, it's funny you bring that up. And I'm going to say this out of character because I'm here, sitting here listening to how you're like, yeah, the Dover Crows, they're a second string team. They give good players to the Dragonborn. It's a feeder team. It's a farm team. And I'm just sitting here going, man, I can't wait for you to play the Dover Crows because I'm definitely going to tell my son that you said his team is shit.
It's Skylar. Skylar is the coolest.
Sure, sure.
No, but completely above the board. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. Yeah,
No,
in
no, no,
character,
no. It's
in
this is
character, that's how
awesome.
she would.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. You've got, I mean, you've got the Dragonborn, which is a state-sponsored team,
yeah,
and you've
yeah,
got this other private company, but basically state-sponsored private company
yeah.
supporting this other team. So obviously, there's going to be some sort of maybe behind the scenes, not so well known. No, it totally makes sense for Skylar to say that. I'm just sitting over here. That's why I had to cover my mouth laughing. I was like, "Oh my god, I got to tell my kid this." Getting
And
back
watch
into
him headshot my Atlas turn one.
yeah, right. Getting back into character here. God, let me see. I got to figure out how Olaf would respond to all that. I think Olaf is just gonna be like, well, I think your understanding of how the teams in this league interoperate with each other is perhaps slightly skewed. I'm no authority, obviously, but I don't believe any of our teams are actively feeding each other. Maybe on one or two occasions, one team may help out another team for the overall good of the league. You know
Well,
what?
it's kind of an open secret. I mean, just like we know how all the officials are biased and
Oh,
everything.
now Skylar, I gotta
It's
stop you
part of
there.
the.
Yeah, I'm getting the signal now, friends. This first match of the week is getting ready to start up. So let's go ahead, sit back and enjoy the view. Keep your drinks close. It's gonna be a hot one. Yeah, he totally cut you off, or not you.
Yeah,
But...
I imagine probably why Olaf is like cutting her off to switch to the.
Oh
Back.
yeah,
Probably
there's some
trying to talk
producer
her
right
over.
now. It's like, no, kill her, kill her,
This is a
kill
legitimate problem.
it. Yeah, that's it. We see this. There's no sound for like 3 seconds, and then the feed switches over to like an in cockpit view of one of the mech pilots bringing their mech out to the field.
Technical difficulties.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna switch over on my screen.
Yep.
To Mega Mech. I gotta bring the rules up so I can see them. Oops, that's not the rules. All right, so our first thing that we have to do now, I've already done the one thing that I usually do first, which is to give 1 experience point to every pilot and tech in the match. I did that when I was setting up. The next thing that we need to do now is your sponsorship. And you have, let's see, you have a +0 modifier to your sponsorship roll. So the first roll is going to be a 2d6. Let me just double check everything really fast before you actually roll that.
Oh, because he said I rolled it.
That's fine. We can.
Yeah.
I just wanted to verify, because if you had a sponsorship that was ending right now, which you don't, from what I'm seeing here, you would have the option of either choosing to renew it or dropping it and continuing with a new one. But you don't have the option, and you rolled a 7, which is negotiations are taking longer than expected. You'll now have a -1 on your sponsorship type roll. This one is going to be a 3d6, and you probably just heard my cat meowing in the background.
All right, 3d6 coming up.
It's a 10 for a total of 9, and that will give you medical time reduced by 1 level. So whenever any of your pilots get injured, they actually recover slightly faster.
All right.
Med time reduce 1 level. That starts mid 3025 and will end mid 3025. All right. And then for the Nationals, pull up their sponsorships. They have also a +0. So that our first roll is a 2d6 to determine what's available. And they rolled a grand total of 3, so no sponsorship for them, which is not surprising given their record this year. So they'll just have to roll without. And then our next thing we have to do is midweek event. I'm actually having to refer to my cheat sheet because I feel like we haven't done any GTL stuff in like 2 or 3 weeks, and I've forgotten everything. The next thing we have is training. That'll be a 2d6. Double checking your note or my notes for you. Yeah, 2d6. No modifiers. Total of 7, I believe. I gotta go. training. Unfortunately, a 7 is the highest you can roll and still get no result.
Yeah.
All right, 2d6 plus 2 for recruiting.
All right.
3
Oh,
plus
God.
2 is 5 is nothing there. Which I meant to bring this up. Jesus Christ, Cat. What are you doing over there? Can you stop being so loud and annoying? He just jumped and threw my headset. I didn't hear, like, because, you know, everything outside of my headset is muffled. And all I hear is thump because he landed on the table. Shit. I was gonna say something too. Make a note for yourself. If you wanted to add Skylar to your actual roster,
Yeah.
you'll need to somehow acquire a new pilot, whether it's because of the draft and the free replacement you get, or if it's through recruiting.
Yeah. Okay.
Just FYI.
Yeah, want to do that. I out of character. Obviously, that's something that I'm saving for potentially, a match with the Dragonborn.
Oh yeah,
But,
absolutely, absolutely. But now is the time where, with only a few weeks left before that match, now is the time where you're like, okay, I got to get her in somehow.
Yeah.
And then
I think we rolled for her stats already, and she's not very good.
Did we?
If
I don't
I thought
remember.
we did. I thought she was just like a 3-4, maybe even a 4-5.
I may have to go back and look in our conversation because I may have just been like, screw it, make her just a 4-5. And
yeah, it was like really early in the season. It might even be before the season started, or like week 1 or 2. So yeah, well, yeah, we'll take that offline.
The Taurian Nationals have elected to train this week, so I'm going to roll a 2d6 for them, and I've rolled a total of 6 with no modifiers, so no thing for them. So our next event is a 2d6, no mods, for your Gather Intelligence roll.
All right.
And you rolled a 6, which gives us also, wow, we're getting no results consecutively here. So maybe we'll get the bad rolls out of the way. But that also means I can go ahead and do this, and I should have set this up so people don't have to see my crazy organizational setup here on my computer. Heroes League Mules 30-25, week 5, Golden Suns versus the Nationals. And now you can see what you are up against. I'm going to assign you as the owner for your pieces. Go ahead and take a moment or two to look through your pilots, make sure their information is correct. I did add appropriate advantages.
Yep.
But please, by all means, be as thorough as you like. This is the first time with SPAs being in play. So please make sure I got everything correct. And you'll see that when you right click, it'll be under the can't configure from this side. It's under the under the pilot tab. You just got to scroll down and make sure you know where to look to find the check mark indicating which
that's
SPA.
what I'm looking for.
And my notes have Weapon Specialist AC 20 for Pritha, Natural Aptitude Gunnery for Susarla, and Hot Dog for Hernandez, which will be helpful in that incredibly hot mech, the Janner 7.
Just keep it from blowing up.
Yep. Get it to last a few more rounds.
Yeah. I mean, it says that Pritha has an advantage, but I don't see the one in here for Weapon Specialist.
Weapon Specialist is a weird one. So let me look in. I gotta look at a different pilot. So Weapon Specialist is listed. So if you scroll down from the top, obviously you have an advantage, and you get to see where it says Gunnery Specialization, and it has a time of war in the parentheses, and then a little bit down below that, Range Master, Sandblaster.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, there just wasn't a checkbox for it. That's
and then you have to make sure that the individual weapon in particular is selected for it.
Yep, AC 20. Yep, that looks good. Yep.
And then Natural Aptitude, Gunnery, and Hot Dog should be just regular check marks.
Yep. All looks good.
Alrighty. Now that if you are satisfied, or once you are, go ahead. You are the home team, the only player as the home team this week. So go ahead and choose your starting position on the map, and I will choose the opposite.
North. Of course, you got a stalker.
Of course, I got a stalker. Come on. And I did, of course, already set the map up correctly. So let's get after it. I should not have clicked done before you. My bad. Just in case there was a problem.
No, I was just double.
I mean, I don't know how much of a
I was seeing
problem.
what variant of the stalker that was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the 3F.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've also been trying to make it a habit where I don't click done before the player does, especially at
Yeah.
the beginning, in the very, very beginning, just in case there is an issue.
Yep.
Looks like we got some pretty. Let me change this view a little bit for people. We've got some half decent open terrain, but well, for me, which is good for maneuver, but not so much to have clear line of sight because you've got some trees and hills up that way. All right. Wow, I guess I'm gonna deploy all my stuff right away, huh?
Let's see.
Oh, I totally forgot to have the. I knew there was something I was forgetting in my setup. I totally forgot to have the away and home logos. So the away team is the Taurian Nationals. And the home team, the Davion Golden Suns. Of course, we need versus. Okay. Now to deploy the. This guy. All right. Yeah, I just put my OBS on the second monitor so I could make sure the view on the camera looked good, and I'm like, the whole bottom of the screen looks awfully blank. All right, you have a significant battle value advantage too, something like around 1,000 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And you have I can only see your Jenner, and I have a sensor return for something else. That's not foreboding at all. Something else is probably the Atlas, knowing my luck. That actually gives me a really cool idea. Yep, found your mini laser hunchback. Your disco ball.
Yep.
Okay.
It's funny how we deployed our fast boys like opposite of each other. You know, opposite corners. I mean, your spider's all the way on the.
You don't know where my
Southeast
spider
side,
is. Son of a bitch, you know where my spider is.
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah.
Damn it, I was trying to be sneaky boy with him. Now, because I was trying to be sneaky, I may not have moved him far enough to be helpful, but he should be decently distant. I mean, it's not like I've never made a tactical error before in this game, so I think I'll be fine. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the cooler temperatures of late has me well, I've not turned the heater on yet. I don't plan to for a little bit yet, but I might have to start wearing socks. Speaking of socks, let's see who gets hit here. Hunchback taking damage. Phoenix Hawk taking damage. Atlas eats a large laser and 6 out of 10 missiles, as we expected for the first round of fire. 12 out of 20, and the AC 20, motherfucker.
Yep, got that +2 on the AC.
Yeah, and the Jenner missed. Nope, the Jenner didn't miss. But
yeah, just hit with the SRM.
All right, I am good. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it looks like that Stalker was the only one that had to make the piloting roll for the AC 20 hit, but needed a 4 and roll a 6. I was
Yeah. I think that was an easy call to make. Of course, I found first off, you rolled a 12 when you only needed an 8. By the way, on that AC-20, I happened to notice that right before I clicked done. But of course, you wouldn't put weapon specialist on the AC-20 because it's the only way for you to start hitting consistently with it. Because otherwise, it's been literally, I mean, like literally hit or miss. Like I'm not even trying to make a pun here. You have not been consistent with it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's one of those ones that it especially for being like, sometimes I've had like hits of like 6 or less, and it's just like,
Here's a
buy a hit.
3.
Yeah.
Here's a 3. Go fuck yourself.
Let's see.
And I did not pay any attention to the initiative order either.
The Atlas goes last.
Oh shit! Of all the mechs on the board, it's the Atlas that goes last.
Yeah.
Mister, I can't squeeze in an extra 1/10 of a ton of armor to save my life.
Yeah.
Damn, you still managed to swing around.
Yeah. Couldn't quite turn. I'm gonna have to torso twist to, get the full rear arc there, but yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to advance up with your Phoenix Hawk to go after the Hunchback.
No, God, no. He's too close to the Atlas. Why the hell would I do that? If I could remove a little thorn now, it might help me later. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll find out in a moment. But I know you weren't able to jump the Jenner in, so.
Yeah. How many woods is it to block line of sight? Is it 2 light woods?
I believe it has to add up to 3. That was the way I usually remembered it in my head.
Yeah.
Of course, heavy woods is +2, and then light woods is only +1, so
Yeah.
doesn't take much. Also, that may not be the most reliable way to remember it, but
Yeah, I can never remember. Well, we'll see if this works or not.
right. Actually, you know what? Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. All right. I'll do that. Let's see what I do. Okay. Well, I see me jumping the Phoenix Hawk was not as helpful as I would have liked. Oh well. Too late now, as they say. Alright. Oh, look at that. Spider is already taking internal damage, and he only got hit by one, well, 2 things, but 1 in the center torso. No,
Yep.
2 lasers in the center torso before we got to that. So the spider is already at moderate damage. Stalker got a center torso rear hit, hit something critical in the right arm, but got re-rolled. The center torso rear, right leg. Nothing going through on the Stalker. You got a center torso on the Atlas that we might have hit some ammo or something, but it got re-rolled.
Yeah.
Jenner taking internal structure as well. Let's see.
AC-20 hits center torso on Stalker.
14 armor remaining, and then a medium laser hits the center torso as well. And
Actually, there was a head hit there with the
see
one of
that
the missiles. Yeah.
Yeah.
That re-rolled with edge.
And
Yeah.
now he's out of edge. God damn it. Spider falls over. Internal on the center torso. Pilot is fine. I'm not seeing anything else of note, though. That is quite unfortunate. It did not go very well on my way. Oh, look at that. Internal structure more on the Jenner. And the Stalker eats a 7-point kick. Woo!
Yeah, take that.
It's like being kicked by my cat. Jenner running hot, but that's okay because of that hot dog gives you a +1 on heat-related saving throws. They're not saving throws, but you know what I mean.
Hey, Stalker goes first this time.
Again, actually.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm gonna do. Oof. Yep. Time to reprioritize.
Time to get close.
Reprioritize targets here.
Yep.
Honestly, that was meant to only be an opportunity strike, and it didn't do as much as I would have liked, but here we are.
Yeah.
Of course, you're on his ass.
I mean, the Jenner has nowhere else to go. It's basically got maybe another round or two left, and that's how the Jenner operates.
Yeah, no, exactly. Feel
And the
like
armor is mighty low on the rear on that Stalker, and there's lots of juicy ammo in there. Oh, Spider got up. Yep.
oh, he only fell over because of damage. It wasn't like he lost an actuator
Yeah.
or gyro or anything. So, and yeah, I'm not liking the idea of my Stalker's rear armor being wide open to somebody who doesn't have to worry nearly as much about heat as he once did.
Yep.
But also, I keep looking. It's messing me up how many pilots we have that have a better piloting score than their gunnery score instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
Because I keep seeing 4.5 this and 5.4 that, and I'm like, Ugh! Let's see. This guy. All right, Spider made it up.
I have a 12.
Nice. Ooh. Why did my heat get so high?
Oh my god. I got a 2 to hit on the AC-20.
Oh, go fuck yourselves. God damn it, Fo. I hate you. You know I hate you right now, right?
Oh man. Big boom coming up.
Better not be a big boom coming up. I need a fucking 9 to hit the backside of your fucking Atlas that it won't even matter that I hit the backside of your Atlas. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, Savio taking a head hit. That's the Stalker pilot.
Yep, yep.
And that came from a medium laser from the Jenner of all things.
How is that even possible? Hit a head hit from the rear arc.
It's on the
on a
rear hit
Stalker.
table, I guess.
I guess.
Though it's weird. You know, you're right because the Stalker doesn't have a.
Yeah, because it's
kinda
got
hard to-
the
yeah,
cockpit that's like mounted like more on the front of the
Yeah.
the torso, but
Your Atlas is eating lasers and 4 out of 12 SRMs. Unfortunately, the Stalker takes an AC-20 hit to the left torso and loses a whole ass heat sink, bumping that Stalker up to heavy damage now. Let's see what else do we got here. Spider hits the Atlas, but it doesn't really affect anything. And the Spider is destroyed by center torso damage, it looks like. Yep. Spider is killed by the I have more lasers than you can count punchback.
yeah, on the rear arc too.
Yeah. I didn't really think, honestly, I didn't think well enough of where to put that spider. I was trying to get a rear shot, but not getting kicked in the back of the head.
Yeah, yeah. Both of the big boys are still standing though, just for taking all those hits. The Atlas and the Stalker.
Oh, well, that's
Although you
good.
needed a 4 and just rolled a 5.
But I only needed a 4. Of course, you only needed a 3, but, you know, who's counting? Who is
Yeah.
counting?
Actually, I didn't even see what I rolled on the AC-20 hit. I was just, even though I just needed a 2.
I don't remember, actually. I may have seen it and just was more looking at all the damage it did. Oh, Stalker is losing more criticals, and that's a bad one to lose, especially for a mech that can't move very well.
Yeah.
And the Phoenix Hawk misses its kick. This fucking Jenner is lethal tonight. You don't normally see this sort of thing with light mechs. Jenner is at a 14, needs a 3+ to avoid shutdown, and rolls a 9. Still running hot.
Yeah.
Very, very hot. He's going to need to back off. And I have lost all initiative. And I'm at 91 to 57 in the battle value range in favor, of course, of the fucking Golden Suns. What the hell? Oh, the rain is really coming down. Wow.
Did the Stalker move by not moving?
He turned, but yeah. Effectively, yeah.
Now, where are you going to move that Phoenix Hawk?
Not where I was planning to. Yeah. There.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and finish annihilating the fucking Nationals and ruining their hopes of being able to turn themselves around from being the shit end of every joke. And at least the Wolverines can lose with a little bit of style and grace. The Nationals are just angry. Oh, please. Really? You're going to shoot me? I hope your Meg blows up because you fired lasers too many times. Oh, yeah. No. Bring the Hunchback down. Why not? We need a few more lasers in this mess. God damn.
I don't think he can quite.
Have you already? Yeah, you have already played the Industrialists. So that's the only team I had a half chance at beating, and I beat the shit out of your Atlas. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, that was the one with the ammo explosion because I decided to dump the ammo and then.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it took like a full turn to do that, and then he just went behind me and just blew up the ammo. Man, this Jenner is hot.
he's not the only one. I just bumped my fucking Stalker way up. I don't know if I did the math on. If I did the math. Oh, because he's already at. Okay. Fuck it. He's probably gonna die this round to an AC-20 to the face or some dumb shit. So fucking all in commit on that.
Four to hit on the SRM-6, another 2 on the AC-20.
Well, if my mechs don't explode from heat, they'll explode from damage.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. Phoenix Hawk taking some, wow. I did not get lucky on that. Okay. Let's see. Stalker hits basically with everything.
Yeah.
But just doesn't manage to do anything.
Pretty impressive, but nothing has gone through.
Nah, it's all armored chips and dings. Let's see. Phoenix Hawk is now heavy damage from losing arms and now critical slots.
Actually, the Atlas is out of edge. It took a left torso critical hit, but re-rolled with edge.
Oh, nice. That's helpful. Well, there goes the Stalker's whole left side.
Yeah, jeez.
And the AC-20 hits the left arm, but of course that's already gone, so it transfers all into the, well, you know how that goes. Left torso, then center torso, and And there's
Yeah.
only 11 internal structure remaining. And the pilot falls over with 2 hits and falls asleep. That's
Wow.
fucking spectacular, Savio.
That's about as bad as it could be for the Stalker pilot without it blowing off.
But you know what else is not helpful is that, if I remember correctly, the Nationals, because they won last week, they lost a pilot or two. So they're running with almost effectively their B team. Not that
Yeah.
their A team was ever that great, because obviously they're 2-2 and struggling like hell for 3 years. And there goes the Stalker. Well, that was an unnecessary
from the
kick,
Atlas.
but I guess it was bound to happen.
It was still in the game.
No, it was. It definitely was. I hope she sleeps well tonight for kicking a down Stalker. And unfortunately, that's not going to be. I don't think in the rules allow for that one to be any sort of negative modifier. So you're lucky on that one.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, and that's it. That's the game.
Yeah, that's the one. So
Wow.
that's gonna give
0.4% of battle value remaining.
It was the Stalker. Losing that Stalker took
Yeah.
a massive amount, because it was 57 the round before.
Yep.
All right, so let's see. Let's figure out the. Do we have it? We didn't have any utterly destroyed, did we? So, and then award victory points for mechs defeated. So you killed an Atlas. That's 4 points.
I killed an Atlas.
I mean
Assaulted
Stalker.
me.
Sorry. Yeah.
I knew
yeah.
what you meant. Yeah.
I meant assault.
You
more
wanted
accurately.
to kill
Yeah,
the Atlas.
God, I've been wanting to kill your Atlas since day one, bro. I managed to only do it once. And you killed a light with its 1 point. That gives you a total of 8 victory points. There, and unfortunately the Nationals just didn't accomplish shit. So they have a 1 victory point and a final score of 8-1 in favor of the Golden Suns. Let's see. Fans. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the fan base. Pull up my notes, or excuse me, the rules. Fans are on page 12.
I should get some kind of bonus for the match ending with a kick to the center.
No, actually, you do get a modifier for a melee kill. So you are now on a 3-win streak. You get
4. Sky was correcting 4. Actually, no, it was
no. Technically, it's
because-
officially it's a 2-win streak, because you had the draw and then 2 wins. You had a win, a draw, 2 wins. That's what I have written down. That the last 2 matches you won 1. Damn, I totally lost my train of thought because we wanted to argue about that.
Yeah, because Skylar wanted to argue about it.
Yeah, of course. All right, so you get 1 for winning. You have. Oh no, it's just 1 for every 2 wins. So you're at 3. You have a physical attack kills a mech, so that's 2. You have a +4 on this 2d6 roll that you get to make.
This is for fans, right?
Correct. See how many
Okay.
how many it changes. So 5 +
I
4 is
needed it.
9. 1 new fan. I think. Don't you have a? No, you don't. Okay. So +1 fan.
That one fan was like, "Did you see that kick?"
Yeah. And the Nationals, they have now a -1 for losing, but they get the +2 because a physical attack killed the mech. So that'll be a +1 total. 6, 9. So they will also gain a fan. They will probably lose it next week. It was a joke more so than anything else. Let's see, fans and then wealth. Well, that's easy. The score is 8-1 for a total of 9. That means you get 19 wealth from the match earnings. The Nationals will get 9 wealth. You'll also get your +2 wealth for your sponsorship. Let's go ahead and update some numbers, starting with the Suns. You are now 4-0-1 with a cumulative victory point total of 37 + 8 is 45. You have a new fan, it's taking you up to 30. You now have a secret scroll modifier of +4. Go ahead and make that roll in Discord if you have a quick second.
Oh, what am I rolling in Discord?
1d6 +4.
Okay.
And I'll take a look at that after all of this, meaning everything that I do for the match. So we have 19 wealth. We have here, let's look at this. Control C. Okay. And for the Nationals, they are now 2-3 with a grand total of 26 points. They gained a fan. 6. Did I get that? Match winnings is 9. Forgot. That's what I forgot. I knew I was forgetting a step when I was doing your cheat. I need to do add your fan earning, which is now 20. Gain 20 wealth from ticket sales. The Nationals earn 6 in ticket sales. Nothing else. Okay. Done that. Now we do the draft. You will go first. You are in a 3-win streak, so you're going to have... Well, let me get to the right page here. It's on page 14. Right there. Okay. Well, I need to see all the modifiers. All right, so you get +1 for winning, and you are in a 3+ win streak as of right this second. So that's a total of +3 on this 2d6 roll that you're about to make.
All right.
And you rolled a 7, taking you up to 10. That is 1 pilot and 1 tech. So go ahead and get your 1d6, roll 1d6 copied so you can paste it.
Yep. All right, 1d6.
Don't roll yet. Don't roll yet. So we'll start with your pilots. You got to give up 1 and 1. We'll start with your pilots. You have no tier 3s. Starting with your tier 2s, your first roll will be for Susarla.
Oh my god.
3 or less, and she's gone.
Oh jeez.
She's safe. Pritha, 3 or less, and
Alright.
she's gone.
Man.
Safe.
Oof.
Hernandez. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say 2 or less. These are tier 2. I apologize for that. I mean, it didn't change anything, but yeah. Hernandez.
Yeah, they're all tier 2.
Yeah. Hernandez, 2 or less.
All right. Sorry, I tackled over to the wrong window.
There you go.
They're all good.
All right, and now starting with your tier 1 pilots, this is on a 1. Rizzo. Mills.
Man, these rolls.
I mean, if they keep going for you, they keep going. Like
5 and 6s.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep doing that, like you may not lose anybody. Quint just gained this one. This is so close. That was a close one. Pascal. Was that 5 or okay? Yeah, I got.
Yeah, I think I got 3 more.
You've got Joya and Ben Kamal. So Joya is next.
All right.
And Ben Kamal. 2. Woo! All right, so all your pilots are sticking around.
Yeah.
You still have to give up a tech. Starting with your tier 3 tech, Bin Taib, on a 3 or less. She is gone.
Yeah, my only
Only tier 3.
yeah. I have a different name for the tech. I have Quimet Kubovi for my tier 3.
I have Kubovi with 3 edge, which makes them a tier 2.
Oh, okay.
It's it's once they become a veteran or elite, 3 edge or less, they're still tier 2 with 4 edge.
So it's 4. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, so here we go. I just had the wrong person on my sheet. Yep. All right.
Ooh.
Oh my god. I would like to use my reroll.
There are no rerolls in this game.
There are no rerolls.
No, this is a Blood Bowl. Come on.
I would like to use my manager reroll.
Nope.
Skylar's over there.
I can totally see her doing that too. See her.
Give me my dice. Give me my dice.
I can see her over there because if you remember during like week 1 or 2, my match with James, I had made a offhanded Blood Bowl reference. In that Blood Bowl was a TV show in this universe, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe she's a fan and she's like, "I need my manager reroll. This is bullshit."
Even though they won the match, she probably would have flipped the table over that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's rough, losing a tier 3. And
now if you still have her, I know. If you had her and you did have her on repairing a mech from this match, which will still account, but effectively after we get done here, that
She
that
put
tech
in
is
her
no longer.
2-week notice.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead and give me a 1d6 roll to see what level your new free tech is.
All right.
That is going to be a green.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and insert a row here. And
I do seem to lose a lot of text though. I've lost like one pilot, I think.
I'd
I
have to
think it
go back and
was
look.
Suzuki, I think, is the only pilot that I've lost, but I've lost like multiple tech.
Yeah, no, you've lost. I think off the top of my head, I think you've lost two. Um,
Two pilots.
two pilots.
Yeah.
I don't make me quote which ones
Yeah.
because I
No.
can't remember off the top of my head. But all right, give me another 1d6 roll to see how many experience points they begin with.
All right.
5. That's not bad. All right,
Yeah.
and so, oh, that's supposed to be green written in here, and then new tech. I'll come up with the name later. All right, so that takes care of your draft. Now let's do the probably not going to happen draft for the Nationals. All right, so
Just as a side comment while you're doing that, probably
Mhm.
the reason that I have a hard time hanging on to techs is they all get sick of repairing this damn Jenner.
or the Jenner or the Atlas that everybody wants to ruin.
Yeah.
All right, so the Nationals lost, so that's going to be a -1. They have no other modifiers available, so it's just going to be 2d6 -1. 10 -1 is 9. They also are losing a pilot and a tech. Go ahead and get my 1d6. Oops. Command copied. Pull up their pilots. So this first roll is for a tier 2 pilot named Savio. Oh, that's not good. Savio's the one that got hit twice. Shit. Savio's their last good pilot.
Jeez.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
last
that was a
week,
stalker pilot. Yeah.
yeah, last week they lost their other two pilots that had been around for a while. Delhay, who you may or may not remember being around all the way from the very. I mean, both of them were, but losing Delhay, which was one of their better pilots, and Abdel, who was also a not as good but still a good pilot. That oof. Okay, so let me go ahead and delete all of that. Oh man, weapon specialist, medium laser, gone. Shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's big for the stalker too. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I put the medium laser spec on that one because there's
Yeah,
4 medium
there's
lasers
4
on
of
the
them,
thing.
yeah.
All right, first roll here is for experience level, which is 5, which makes them a regular. Insert. Just gonna copy this roll down and adjust. Pilot. 4, 5, 2, and now I need 1d6 for experience points, which is 3. Go. All right, now for the tech. I have a tier 2 pilot. Or, I'm sorry, tier 2 tech is what I'm going to say. Oh, see, and then for this one, I need a 3 or better. On a 2 or less, they're gone. That one is safe. Mike is safe. Slowen is safe. Schmidt is safe. Now rolling tier 1 techs. Wade is safe. Robinson is safe. Rodberry's safe. Okay. So they only lost the pilot.
Yep.
Okay. I can stop trying not to have a heart attack for the Nationals. Because I'm really trying. Like, fortunately, the Nationals have a little bit of cash buildup, so they're
Yeah.
okay. There's another team that's literally hanging tooth and nail and hair, and if they can't scrounge something together this week, they are fucking done. And I don't know how to feel about that. All right, the draft is taken care of. Now we do expenses. Let's look at maintenance first, starting with the Golden Suns and your mechs. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mechs with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 techs.
Yep. The only one that's not being maintained is the locust.
Correct, and it has 2 weeks being unmaintained. So let's go ahead and resolve that now. 1d6 plus 2. on a 6 or better. Well, it's still unmaintained. It's just not miraculously enough, falling apart. And then you
Those
have
old locusts, you know, that's a good year, you know, model year. They
it's a
just
good
hold
model
together.
year. It's the 2019. And I just realized you had a Shadowhawk on your roster that I didn't put on my notes to make you do a repair roll for. So give me 1 second here. SHD 2D light. The tech on it is Ben Taib, who just got drafted. And actually, okay, so you have on my roster, I have Ben Taib assigned to the Shadowhawk. However, you have them slotted in this match for the Hunchback.
The Hunchback, yeah, that's what I have.
Can you take a look at your tech tab and give me another tech to assign as to fix your Shadowhawk?
Yeah, I have Dunn as being assigned to that. Shanna Dunn, she's a regular.
Okay, yep, and I didn't have them in here at all, so that makes perfect sense. Okay, done. And then Dunn has the standard 2 edge and is a regular. That means she's going to need a roll a 3, I believe. Yep, 3 plus and okay, we'll get to the repairs shortly. All right, so maintenance wise now, looks like a -4 because you have 7 mechs, but you have 7 techs. 3 went to the field, so that's going to be -4. Your new salary out after the previous after this round of what do we call it?
The
Culling.
commander round?
no, the culling of the draft.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, 2 for all your greens and regulars, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in salaries payments. And then your repair bill. Let's look at your repair bill. Let me pull up my repair costs. Actually, I have that over here. All right, Atlas got up to light damage, so that's only going to be 2 for repairs. Your Hunchback also got to light. That's 1. And your Spider only took your Jenner only took moderate damage. Seriously?
Yep.
You got stupid fucking lucky, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. Your repair bills are a grand total of 5. And you have no injuries to worry about, so 0 medical. Let me add in your XPs real fast. Yeah, so wow. You're rolling in it right now. Literally, like Scrooge McDuck diving into a pile of fucking gold. The Nationals, on the other hand, not so lucky. But we'll get to that part in a moment. I need to take care of the Nationals maintenance first. So let's look at mechs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mechs with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 techs. That's going to be -3 for maintenance. And the maintenance we have of salaries. Let's look at what post culling their salaries look like. 2 for all the greens and regulars. 3, 4, 5. They're only paying half the salaries that you have to pay. Maybe that's why they're losing matches and people. All right, let's look at repair costs for these poor bastards. The Stalker went down and out of the fight at heavy damage. That is an assault with heavy. That's going to cost 6 to fix. Phoenix Hawk. Heavy damage, medium. That is 4. And the Spider went out. I have only moderate damage, but I feel like he took some criticals before he died. But I might be wrong.
Who, the Stalker?
The Spider.
The Spider?
The one that got his back cord out.
Yeah.
I think moderate. I don't think maybe he didn't. I think he died because he died from center torso. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
all center torso right through the back. That's what did it.
Yeah.
So 2, and that means 12 for repair. Medically, we have 2 hits. That is -3 medical. So repair was -12. -3. And then what else we got? We did that. All right, repair rolls. Another one of those moments where we have the 1d6 roll command copied and ready to go. Did you roll that just to get the 1 out of the way, or was that for something else?
Who, me? I don't think I rolled anything.
Oh, maybe I scrolled up. No, you're the last one that rolled something.
Oh, I must have accidentally. I got the roll. I got my copy paste in there, so maybe I accidentally hit something.
Yep. All right, your Atlas. We need. Looks like a 2+, and you have a total of 4 attempts to get that.
All right, 2+. Here we go. We can just count that one if you want. It's just
No. I did see you
Okay.
actually. I didn't quote unquote see you roll that one. So.
All right.
All right, there's one, and it's good.
Yep.
I don't know why I started counting. Your Hunchback requires a 3+ with 5 total attempts.
All right.
Oh, yeah, 1,
1,
2, got it.
I got it.
Jenner also needs a 3+ with 3 attempts.
All right.
Got it.
Got
On
it.
the first try. Wow. And lastly, your busted up Shadowhawk that was only lightly damaged needs a 3+ with 3 attempts.
Okay.
And got it.
Got it. Yep.
All right, so all the Golden Suns mechs are fixed. That's nice. Yep. That's cute. All right, let me go ahead and start my bit here. What do we need? We need a 3+ for the Stalker, 4 attempts. 1, 2. There we go. Jesus, I was really like, man, if I count to 3, I'm gonna be mad. All right, Phoenix Hawk needs a 4 with 4 attempts. Got it. And the Spider needs a 4 with 3 attempts. Got it. All right, cool. Nationals managed to fix all their shit and still had some decent money left over. All right, so let's go ahead and fix your mechs tab real quick. You're good. And then Nationals should be good. Yeah, they're good. All right, so that's repairs. And I believe the last thing we do before we go back to the studio is experience points. And that's going to be quick and easy. So, starting with the Golden Suns. Let's see. Pritha gains 3. Taking her up to 9. Susarla gains 2. Going up to 5 now. And Hernandez gains 3. Going up to 8. Then for the Nationals, they only... Oh, I forgot your text. Sorry. Suns. Text. What do we got? Kabovi gaining 2. Going up to 6. Ben Taib is no longer on the team. And then Alpsauer gains 2. Taking them up to 7. All right. And then now the Taurians. The Savio is gone. Garrick gets 1. And Beach gets 1. Looks like Beach is about to be the new team captain. Even though, Jesus, they're literally all regulars and greens, man.
Yeah.
They're going to have a hell of a time. And then their techs. Khalil gains 1. Ike gains 1. And Broadberry gains 1. Right. And I think that is it. Let me double check. Back to Le Studio. So let me go ahead and bring that window up and switch this over to that. And we come back into the studio after all of that. Of course, you know, all of that post-match BS never actually happened because that's strictly player stuff. So
Yeah.
Olaf is sitting there after the Stalker. I think we see a brief moment. This is so stupid, but I feel like comedically we have to have this. I think there's a moment where the Atlas actually pantomimes this actual thing. They lift their leg up after stomping the Stalker, and they literally do a little jiggle. And maybe actually like a spring or something comes off. Some small part actually falls. And this wasn't like it wasn't intended for anything to actually physically happen like that. But the Atlas pilot showing off, going, ew, I got Stalker on me. And so we have Olaf, who's just sitting there going, like, he's got a bit of a smile on his face. It was an entertaining match overall. And I think he actually predicted the Suns to win. So, he's got some reasons to be smiling, other than, now he has to actually interact with Skylar, who's probably half drunk, excited for winning, and
more than half.
yeah. And he'll say, well, Skylar, once again, we're both right. Your team won. The Nationals lose. And despite my questions earlier, the Nationals managed to maintain a cool composure, although I'm sure in their locker room right now, there are plenty of heated words going around.
I'm sure things are probably tough for the Nationals right now. I'm sure their finances from having to repair these mechs and, losing, one of their best pilots, they're not in a great position now. But on the positive note, the Golden Suns do need a feeder team, and the Nationals can step into their role that they play on the political landscape too, and just be subservient to the the Davions. It's like it was meant to be. So maybe I'll have to do some wheeling and dealing and see if we can get them to come on board to be our.
I think I have
feeder
Hans
team.
himself on line 6. Getting ready to assign you the task of embassy guard. I can't think of the name of the planet now for the Taurian Concordate, what their home planet or their capital world is. I couldn't think of their royal family. Well, they're not royals necessarily, but I can't think of their family, their leadership.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm feeling like this is one of those send her to Iceland.
Yeah, Skylar just turned this into a diplomatic issue.
Oh yeah, this definitely has become a problem. And Olaf was just sitting going, I can't believe you just said that about a whole ass not sovereign nation that's got a heated history with you. And in fact, I think he actually says something like that. He may not have phrased it quite that way, but yeah, he definitely makes that comment. Like, I can't, Skylar, I can't believe you just said that. I don't know if that was a smart thing to say on a internationally broadcasted television show with rebroadcast rights that literally goes to everywhere in the Innersphere and the periphery. I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I wish you good fortunes in the times to come.
Oh, it'll be fine, and we'll smooth everything over. She's probably taking another sip. She's probably moved on from the primary beer. She's probably moved on to, I forgot the one that was an AP show with the Solaris Knights. There was another
The
one.
primary vodka, I think.
Was it? Yeah, she's probably moved on to something else.
Well, so that was I think that's pretty much where that interview goes. Is it just becomes Skylar digging herself a bit more of a hole.
She probably she's probably still talking, a lot just.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got the
cut away. She's in a mood again.
Yep. But yeah, no, Fo, good match. I just wish you'd taken a little bit longer to thoroughly stomp my ass. One of these times I'll have a match with a team that actually is, a little bit more capable and all that, because I feel like the Nationals just was not a good example of what I can do. But, you do what you got you do what you can with what you got, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think the real difference here was just, it wasn't so much the mechs, I think it was the pilots was really the difference here. I mean, with a 2 to hit on, the AC-20, I mean, that's just going to be every time.
That's yeah. And the best I could get with medium lasers, I think, was a 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some good numbers overall.
Oh yeah, there was a couple of rounds where you hit with just about like everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just scattered all over and nothing got through.
Yeah, as a case in point, I don't know if you noticed this, and maybe a dodgy-eyed or a cagey-eyed viewer may have caught this, but Sevilla, who was the one that got drafted for the Nationals, 2-3. 2 gunnery, 3 piloting, and then Garrick and Beach both 5 gunnery, 4 piloting. So technically they're regulars, but it's flip-flop. So I think overall, just even with the limitations that were in place, I think the Nationals put up a half-decent fight. There's just nothing they could do, though.
Yeah.
You've got, and I'll say this again, I've said this before in the past, whoever puts more bullets in the air tends to win the fight. And I've said that both tactically speaking, real world, and I've said that in a game like this. You've got two medium lasers on the Atlas. You've got 7 on the Hunchback. You've got 4 on the Jenner. You
Yeah.
get those 3 mechs focused on one target. What is that? That's like 10 or 12. I can't math that fast, and I wasn't counting or paying enough attention to math. You've got like 10 or 12 medium lasers striking something, all with fairly good chances of hitting. You know, it's going to cause problems. And there's not much you can do to counter that, except throw your own heavy weight of volume right back. And unfortunately, a Stalker and a Phoenix Hawk and a Spider aren't going to do it.
Yeah, I mean the Stalker probably could have just like parked, closer to where it started at and just thrown LRMs at the Atlas while it, slowly trudged across the battlefield to get
But
AC-20
unfortunately,
range. But
unfortunately, the 3F isn't one to do that because it's it's 2 LRM-10s. Now, if it was the
it's not the
3H, I think it is, that has, I think, 15s,
yeah,
that might have been a bit more viable.
yeah.
With my personal opinion, and I'm sure there's a BattleTech grognard that can argue this all night, and that's totally fine. With the 3F, the better idea is to get into range and get into medium and short range, because once you do, you that's when your true power comes out. You've got the long range, the LRM-10s and the 2 large lasers for the closing phase.
Yeah.
But once you have closed, that's when the lasers and SRM-6s really come in, especially when you're on the same target the whole way.
Yep.
So, but either way, still a good match. Fo, you got anything else before we wrap this up?
No, good match. And just we'll see. I hope I wasn't too, again, it was only in characters. I hope it wasn't too mean to hear son talk about.
No, I was definitely stoking that flame. I was definitely stoking that flame. I'm definitely gonna tell him, hey, you really need to watch this episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message him, not right now, but I'm gonna message him real soon. Be like, hey, this episode is gonna go live in the morning. You need to watch.
Yeah.
And then I may have to explain to him what a feeder team is, because I'm not sure if he knows.
Yeah.
He may not be as sporty as others as others are, I should say. All good all around. I think I'm sure he'll understand the humor that was intended, and then in character how he responds. I'm sure his character. I'm gonna bet, not that I do this much, but I'm gonna guess that his character is probably just gonna be like, yeah, fuck you, whatever. But in a Japanese, cool, calm, collected, disconnected kind of way, like, we're not worried about that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get out of here, my friends. We've got more matches coming up. We've got 3 more matches over the next 4 days. So whenever you view this, if the other videos aren't there, you don't have long to wait before they show up. And of course, keep in mind, we are streaming Second Star on Wednesdays. That's one of my big shows. And I'm slowly trying to work in other things as well as time permits. But, we're there. We're around. Come to the Discord. Links are down in the description. Check it out. Maybe talk shit like what everybody else on my server does and say stupid things about the things I do. I don't know. All right. We're going to get out of here, my friends. Stay safe. Catch you around next time.